Hello friends. So today we're going to be going back into the mine, see if we can get another 11 levels, just so that we can open up a little bit deeper in the mine. It will start allowing us to collect new types of gems. This is because we no longer need to run all the way down to get our gems done. As soon as we exit our house though, we should see that the inn is no longer broken. It should be built up. So that was a quick rebuild right there, and he's already inside and enjoying it. We've already grown these onions, which we're going to need here soon. The tulips are not quite ready, but they look close. So tomorrow our tulips will be done. It looks like we'll have a couple of strawberry pansies and marguerites grown, so we can replant these to get the rest of our seeds done. Now these seeds will no longer be available for us to pick up. Our daisies will be done tomorrow, so we can pass that in, which will mean that we can rebuild that flower shop right there. Or that's the animal one. The flower shop is right there. So those boards will come down and then we'll have the flower shop open. Since we only have the one gem that's uncut, maybe what we'll do is we'll go and get that cut on our way to fish. But yeah, look at our money now. Now we're at 3,000, considering we started at 0 and we're only getting about not quite 200 a day doing an entire stack of stone. But not to say that the stone isn't useful, we're still going to be needing to get it processed and using it in rebuilding. Yeah, those onions we're going to save because we're going to need them. But if we are desperate for food, we could take these cabbage and celery. We could sell them. We could eat them. When we can cook, it'll open up a lot better options for stamina replacement. I particularly love the one ingredient stamina replacement options because all it takes is a little bit of time to process and no money, no additional investment, so you're not out anything. So let's go ahead and take out just one of these, and then we'll take out one of those as well, just to plant in the 2 spots that the onions are done with. Tomorrow we'll be able to plant a lot more, all the remaining seeds in our pockets, and we'll go gather and plant the rest of the flowers that we need. Did I grab? Yes. Okay. So dock isn't open quite yet. We'll just go ahead and grab some extra seeds here for future planting. Just running around talking to these little guys, getting our seeds increased. Ver is out at all times, so we can talk to him no matter what, how early it is or how late. He's always there. But now dock is open, so let's run in there. Actually, I'm thinking maybe we will just grab some extra food and go straight to the mine. We don't need arowana as much as we're going to need to get farther down in the mine so that we can get better and more consistent gold is what we're really needing. But we don't have to go all the way home for that. We have 22 of these, 14 of these. That should be enough to get us fairly far down in the mine. We can put all of our seeds away. We'll pick up any on our way that we see. And we should probably put this gem in the shipping bin though before we go. That way, no matter how late it is or if I make a mistake and we pass out in the mine, we still have something that will ship. It's not a lot of money, but we're more doing it for the reputation boost. We need to get 1 gold, just 1, for this lady right here. So Judy is gonna ask for a series of 3 things over and over again. It'll be 1 processed gold ore, and then 3 processed silver ore, and then 10 processed glass. The reasons why we want to make sure to keep her happy is that when she asks for glass, which is usually the last one in the list, we need to be able to hand that over every time she asks. It'll give us valuable milk, which is going to be required in order to cook the items necessary to unlock Lechtenberry's 3rd star, which if we want to be able to get the recipes that are offered here, if we want to be able to... I walked right past that one. So that's a pretty good spot right there. I'm just going to quickly take a look and see if there's any... That's probably bronze because we're not deep enough. I was hoping we would have a gem. I'm not going to spend time fighting rocks. Oh, I just pushed the wrong button. So this is probably glass, which we're going to take because you use glass a lot, especially in the beginning. Like I mentioned, there's a certain farmer girl who loves it. This is probably... Oh, we already have a silver ore node, which is nice. The silver, we are going to need not only to keep Judy happy, but also to upgrade our watering can, as well as create sprinklers. Now, I've seen several walkthroughs where people just ignore sprinklers altogether because you can have 1 extra growth spot for that. For me, though, being able to ignore an area if I need to... Oh, I should have shown you that. The Rod Jade is a new item on our encyclopedia. It is a gem that we're going to be able to get cut for extra money. Now, when you have these that are like this, I would say cut or smash this farther one back if it's not on top of a dig spot that might be a pit. And since there's no pits on this one, we're going to kill this one because then if we need to run from rocks, we can run to the side. This one, our only option if we have rocks coming is to go backwards because the other rock was blocking running to the side. I don't know why I keep overshooting the center. And you'll get used to the mining where you can just inherently find the center of your circle. A lot of this I am paying attention in what is in the little mini-map rather than what is surrounding me. So sometimes I'll walk right past a valuable ore node and not even see it, so I have to be better about that. This is an example where to get to the center of it, we would have to break a stone, and generally, especially this, where we're only in the top few levels of the mine, it's not worth breaking a stone for 1 dig spot. especially in a hallway where it's definitely not going to be the way down. So there's our way down. Let's just make sure there's no ore nodes. Oh. There we go. Now, usually, we're on B15. Usually, if we pull up the map, we can highlight the cave to see what level we're on. But because that area behind this black line is where the cave pops up, we can only tell what level we're on if we pay attention to the banner that pops up every time we enter a level. Once we open up this map area, it won't be so hard, and this is the only one we really run into that problem. The other mines, you'll be able to hover over the mine and it will tell you how deep in you are. That way you can make a decision on whether it is worth. Now, we could break up that glass, but I need to save our energy for more valuable like this, which is probably what we're gonna be processing to help pad our pockets tomorrow. You don't want to waste your energy when you're trying to get down. Only grab the things you absolutely need. You don't want to waste your energy, especially this early in the game when we are not quite having the food availability and the stamina options that we could have in other... there we go. That was not too bad. This is probably going to be iron, but in the case that it is silver... Oh, there we go. We've been pretty lucky with the silver this playthrough, which does not happen that often. We have not seen any gold in the ground. It is a much smaller circle, so you can tell just by the size of the circle if it's gold. These ones can be the way down. It could be any of the ores we've seen so far. It could be... copper, iron. So the silver is slightly smaller. Man, we are doing really good when it comes to finding the way down. It could be a gem. Oh. It could be bronze, iron. But if it's silver or gold, you can tell right away. Now, there is a gold sparkly fish in there. Our fishing pole is not good enough that I feel confident in being able to capture it. And we're still not deep enough that the smaller fish are going to be anything but the stuff we've already caught, except maybe a mosquito fish. But they are plentiful in other areas. So see how big that circle is? It's going to be a stone. You will see that in the other mines for pits sometimes as well. But the pits can also be this middle size. So if you are trying to save yourself energy and you see that really large one, don't even bother with it. You might as well just bypass it altogether because it's not going to be what you're looking for. And stone is so easy to come by. Oh, this one is under a stone, so we may have to come back and break that stone. I'm hoping we won't need to. Actually, we are now low enough that that could be crystal, which is extremely useful for the sprinklers. So we might just go ahead and... Oh, see, there's our way down. Let's at least see if this is glass or if it's crystal. See, the crystal is going to be useful. We're going to process it with silver and So it's 5 silver, 2 crystal, and I want to say 3 glass. We can make a sprinkler, and it's not a large sprinkler. It's just the same as all of the starter sprinklers in Harvest Moon games. Every single one of them is going to be... Oh, I hit the button instead of ran out of the way. At least we didn't die. So you put it in the center. Oh, I did it again. I get frustrated with my own inability. Yeah, that was not worth breaking that stone for. And we have to go all the way over here to break another stone. I try not to do too many back-to-back. Oh no, I didn't. I did it again. I keep pushing the button to break the stone instead of getting out of the way. I don't like doing back-to-back mining runs. I like to do a gathering or a fishing day in between in order to increase my food. See, this one's small enough that we can get away with hitting it regardless. Man, that was a hard-fought way down, and we're only on 24. We are getting good amounts of crystal. We've gotten some decent amounts of silver. I just wish we could find some gold here. I don't know if we're gonna make another... We just don't have enough food to make another 11 to the next one ending level, because we're on the floor. And oh, here we go. Here's our first gold, which is what our ultimate goal was for today. So in spite of spending all of that energy, and we did make one way down, we're not going to bother breaking any more rocks to get that direction. But we can grab this one. It will not be the way down because it's in the hallway, but we got our 1 gold that we need to unlock Judy's rotation. And once we come back with a full pocket of mushrooms or whatever it is that we gather, we will be able to... I'm going to probably just walk very slowly, which is annoying once you're used to sprinting, just to gather some more seeds as we're running around, since we're just going to head back to our home. Actually, we have enough time before Doc goes to bed, and we have enough money to process what we got out of the mine today, which will be nice because that means as soon as Judy starts asking for things, we can hand her 1 gold already processed. Oh, so when that happens, it means that our pocket's full. We need to store probably the stone. There's some things he can't actually process at the moment, so let's see if we can get in there and get back before he goes to bed. Nice that we don't have to run all the way home to put away some stone. So we've already got 20 material stone, and that's good enough for right now. And which is why we don't need to process the 49 that we got. The seeds we might as well put away since we're in here anyway. But you just need to have one open space for all of your ores and things to get processed into other items. Otherwise, there's no room for whatever it is that he processes. That's why he was grayed out. That happens all the time this early in the game. Once you can open up more spaces in your materials that you can gather enough different types of ore that they're not going to fill up your pockets every time. The thing is, you have to make sure that you process absolutely everything in your stack, or it's going to split the stack and then you won't be able to process again until you finish that stack. Oh, he can actually cut those garnets. Now, garnets is something that is fairly common in the Lechtenberry mine. You're going to need 10 of them, but that'll be so far in the future that you're going to need them that you don't... We could sell them because they're not hard to get in the Lechtenberry mine. We're not really that far down. The Lechtenberry mine only has 50 levels. The other mines have 80 levels, aside from the volcano, which has 100 levels. But now we've got some cut gems that we can throw in here. Oops. Oh, I didn't get the jade. So we haven't opened up the processing for these two yet. Once we get all of the houses built, it will open up some of the additional processing capabilities for Doc. And that's one reason why we have some items in there that are not... Well, maybe we've got a little bit of time. We'll go ahead and put all of this away. But one thing we're going to want to do is let's go ahead and make a bunch of board lumber. Just however much that makes. And the reason why is because we're going to be needing it here soon. People are going to be asking for it for various upgrade reasons. Oh, look at this mushroom right here that I never picked up. I bet you there's one behind the restaurant as well. So we might as well go visit the wisps, and we will have to walk very slowly so that we don't pass out from exhaustion. And even though we don't need these seeds, you could possibly sell them if you needed money really bad. But it's good to have a good stock of seeds because you're going to have more available. We just lost our daytime wisp. We saw him disappear. So the nighttime ones should be popping out here soon. During the nighttime, there is a little baby owl that I just want to show you guys right outside the gate. He's one of my favorites just because he's cute. The trees are not quite full grown in there. If you're desperate for lumber, I would cut over here. See the little bouncing owl right there? Oh, almost ran right into him pushing the wrong button. So now that we pet the owl, he's now going to show up in our encyclopedia. Or what I should show you is not in the encyclopedia until we actually tame him, but he will show up in the map under critters. So if we want to find him again, we can. We can do that for our horses. I know I have them memorized, but this way you can kind of see on the map where they're located. They're in bed now, so we're not going to be able to find them in their usual spots. But if we zoom out, if there are any brown horses that are awake, we'd be able to see them on the map. But now we can find the little owl if we want to tame him as a pet. Now to make a pet that we keep and feed just the regular... Oh, I need to stop running. We can feed them just the regular feed that we feed our barn animals. We have to make them a food bowl in the house. And on the first level of house, which is what you start off with, you can only have one bowl and one pet. So if you guys have opinions on what pet for the inside of the house we should get, feel free to put them below. If you're not sure what the options are, watch my small pets guide. Those are going to be the pets that go into your house, not the larger ones that live in your barn. The larger ones that live in your barn, they give you mostly like stamina bonus or ability to be less susceptible to cold or something, depending on what large pet you get. The small pets will actually bring you things. You get physical items from the small pets. Well, I guess it also depends on the type of pet. Like if you get a dog type, you're going to have a couple of options. The new DLC when we open up treasure hunting, which won't be until after we unlock the goddess. We won't be able to even start that DLC play part of it, because we won't be able to hear from Dave until the harvest goddesses open up, and then we can do our very first Dave hunt. I think that's pretty good. It's getting pretty late. We have a little bit of stamina, so I'm going to run home. We did get an extra warp level into the mines. We've got these flowers. You can either keep them. We have some in our storage where we can keep them. But I usually will keep whatever in the storage until I max it out. And then I decide what I don't need so I can just go ahead and sell it. Tomorrow's going to be a gathering day, so we're not going to need as much food. So you can see we're doing a lot better with our wood, and we've already used a big chunk of it just processing, because it's not as quick and easy. Now I'm just going to sit here because this is almost done. I was hoping if I clicked on it I could show you a timer, but we only did 28, and that's the 23rd one that finished. And so I know the hammering's kind of annoying. Maybe we'll go outside while we wait. So once tomorrow happens, we'll be able to get rid of these daisies, these tulips. We can plant the rest of our seeds, which I believe we only have 3 more to plant. And then go get just one of each seed, which should be quick because we only need the viola, the strawberry pansy, and the marguerite, which we can just get when we go fish some arowana. We don't have to go all the way out to where the horses are in order to get that second marguerite bag, because that's more than what we're going to be required to have in time for the holiday. Now the marguerites, and it looks like these ones might be blue, but it could just be the late day. We can hybridize the marguerites here in springtime. So if we have spare spots for the flowers, we may just go ahead and plant them right here in Lechtonberry. so that we can sell the hybrids. So this is, like I mentioned, shorter walkthroughs, which means that I can send out more content more frequently. It takes less time for me to edit it. So, which is why previously we would only get one walkthrough maybe every 3 or 4 days. Now I can do 2 or 3 walkthroughs, at least one a day. But if you're looking at the same time frame every 2 or 3 days, you'll get 2 to 3 walkthroughs, depending on my schedule. If you guys have any other questions or opinions on what pet we should go try to tame first, go ahead and mark them down below, and maybe we'll put up a poll for the most popular opinions on what pets we should go through and try to tame this walkthrough. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below, and please like and subscribe just so that the algorithm can get this walkthrough out to the people who need it. Thank you and have a great day.